Good morning. We're back. We enjoyed our vacation. It is Wednesday, September 7th. We had gone to Ocean City, Maryland, so now we're back to get into the swing of things. Um, Super fun time. Uh, Never long enough. It was nice and sunny there, and then we get back here and it's rainy and dreary. I don't think our high today is going to be over 71 ish. Um, and then right after we got back, uh, we had promised to help my brother with his roof. You know, it's a pretty big job. It needs more than one person. And he was putting metal on, which arrived early, which doesn't normally happen, but it arrived early. And we are trying to beat winter time up north here, so uh, we got 1 week off, and then we drove down to see my brother in West Virginia the very next weekend, which we just got back from uh, Monday. Monday, today's Wednesday. I guess I'm supposed to give an episode number. Officially, this is episode 5, back from vacation. Usually takes you a good week to get back into it, doesn't it? um, I did take a few things to knit on and works in progress, and may have acquired some things. Just saying it happens. Like I said, we're in the southern part of Pennsylvania, and so we're just going into fall-like weather, yo-yoing. You know, one day it can be summer, one day it can be fall. It depends. Today's more fall-like and rainy, so good day for putting out a video. Um, let's see. Let's start with finished, because that never takes long, does it? All right. I did show last time on my fiber share video that I had made this roving, and it didn't look quite this orange down in the shop. And this is 100% wool. And there is 272 yards of this 2-ply. And like I thought, I washed it and spun it up, and it is very soft, very soft. Kind of like it's not a bold orange, not bold at all, but it is kind of like variegated. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but it was fun spinning it. So that is finished. 272 yards. Twist has been set, 2-ply. And I believe I showed you one of the spools last time on my last video. I did not. This is the llama wool, and there's 236 yards of this, and I had not spun up the other bat yet. I did get that done. It's not awfully scratchy. If you're sensitive, though, I would definitely make this like a cardigan, something to wear on the exterior. But the coloring, I don't think it's the wool that made this itchy. I think it is the llama. But just look at those colors. I think I like my natural shades just as much as my dyed pots. I really do like it, but there's enough there. I mean, you could even do a shawl. This would be fine for a shawl. I wouldn't make it into a sweater that you wear, next to your skin. Maybe if you had like a t-shirt under it, or like a long john shirt, and a thermal shirt under it, it would be fine. But those two are done, and I can add them to my tote of yarn. Let's see here. I did cast on my other shorty sock. I procrastinated almost a year. I mean, that's sad. But here's the one. Now, I dyed this yarn up. It is 75% wool and I think 25% nylon. I don't know. I lost the label a while back, so I did dye this. Like I said, I don't have any math or write anything down, so somehow I managed to dye up these micro stripes. Yay! I don't know how I did it. But I've got the same thing in yellow and gray and orange and gray, so yay! And I managed to cast on the other one. So, okay, almost. Hopefully next episode I will have this one done and I will have another complete set of shorties. But they're just pretty. Pinks and blues and whites with specks of gray and blacks. So these videos are helping me stay on track, actually. A little push. You're like, oh no, I said this last time. I gotta have it done. So it does give me a little push. I think I'll just, if I keep doing these videos just for that, then that's what I'll do. Work. Oh, this is finished. I showed you the 2 socks I was doing last time. That I do 2 at a time normally because I have second sock syndrome bad. I will procrastinate the heck out of casting on the second sock. So most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I got fiber floating. I will do 2 at a time, and that would be these. And this is my hand spun, and there's a little bit of llama and wool. Yeah, llama and wool, some Tussa silk. I definitely see Angelina, but I don't know if you can see the sparklies or no. I know, I'm like the worst video filmer ever. But these are the scraps I had left over, the little balls that I just can't seem to throw away. But they make pretty awesome socks. Now these are thick, not like with your winter boots or your rubber boots, your muck boots, you know. These would definitely, or just when we're in the house, keep your feet warm. Now we don't have carpet in my house because I have dogs. So my floor does get chilly in the winter. So, you know, we wear a lot of this, what I call the slipper wool socks. But you can wear them in like a hiking boot or a rubber boot. I intended to make these for me. I have not blocked these yet. I just got done with the second heel last night. I thought I would have more knitting time. I don't get to see my family near as much. So I spent a lot of time talking with them. And I wanted to give them, you know, 100% attention and not look like I was focusing on my knitting. So I did knit a little bit when we went back. We have an RV. We went back to RV. I did knit a little bit, but not very much. But they're done. I just have to block them. Like I said, I had intended to make them for me. But they're kind of big. I really do think after I block them that they're going to be more of my husband's size. Fine. I just make myself another pair. I don't mind making socks for my husband. I just really like the color. I hope he enjoys it. That being said, when I went on vacation, I always think I'm going to have a lot of time to knit. Car knitting, hotel knitting, RV knitting. I'm going to in my mind, I am just cranking out the projects. What I actually get done, not so much. So, I dyed this up. This is 100% 2-ply wool that I'd spun and dyed. Yes, yes, it is that bright. Yes, you will see my feet coming, walking towards you. But sometimes you gotta throw a little bright color in there, especially during winter. But there is like a little bitty specks of purple. I don't know if you can tell or not. It is kind of a little variegated, dark pink, light pink. I don't know if I can stretch that out, but, and these are 100% wool. Same thing, slipper sock, boot sock. I'm on a 2. I'm not wearing my glasses because I can't seem to get rid of the glare when I film. So, if you would hold this needle for me so I could read it, 2.75 millimeter. It's still thicker sock weight. I wouldn't quite call this a DK. So it's a good thick sock. Untreated. No, so you're gonna have to hand wash. I'm gonna have to hand wash and line dry, but I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It don't take long. So, yep, those will be pretty. I always do cuff down. I don't think I told you last time when I said I was going to do the heel. I always do the afterthought heel because it's the only one I know how to do. Either tube sock, which I'd mentioned in one of my previous videos that it feels funny and it wears really fast on the heel. So it's fine for children, especially ones that grow super fast, like my nephew. But I always do the afterthought heel. I have a small foot, so my socks are relatively fast. I think I wear a, give or take the padding on the shoe, I wear about a 7. I can wear some things 6.5. 7.5 is always too big, so I have a small foot. But doing these projects and taking them along with me, I didn't have enough time to knit a whole lot, but I did get some done. I also have discovered that I cannot find one of my stitch markers, or my progress keepers. So I'm going to have to fix that problem. I can't find one. I was using a bread twisty going down the road just to see how much I was doing. I know, I'm sophisticated. That's class there, isn't it? Alright, so I cast that on, and my goal next time is to have the shorty sock done. That's it done. And at least that pink one done, if not started on the next one. No promises. Also, in my previous video, I think I showed you the pure Shetland that I'd ordered, and I couldn't wait, and I dyed it this neon yellow. I did manage to spin up one. I gotta do the other one. Wow, it's trying to compensate. That's more of the natural color. And that will be 2-ply. And I'd say sock weight. But you could do a hat or anything you wanted with it. We'll see how much is going to be there. Oh, this is 1. So I'm going to safely say there's going to be almost 300 yards. We will see. But this pure Shetland, not only did the colors come out very bold on this white, it was a white lamb Shetland. super soft. I mean, I know this is 100% wool, but this is soft. There is zero scratch to this. Like I said, I'm not sensitive though. I'm not. I cannot wait. That is going to be awesome. Hopefully I have that done up next time. So I can have that on the needles doing something. Might even do stripes with my black and white barber pole. Yeah, still learning terminology. Though some things don't change. Also, just in case I didn't cast on enough things to do on a vacation that I don't normally knit on, I cast it on something else. Yep, yes I did. It is, now this was shoved in my bag, so it's a little bitty wrinkly. Ooh, sorry for the crinkles. This is a 4x4 rib tank. Pretty basic, but who can have too many of those, right? I mean, you can dress them up, or you can just stay around the house. I mean, I use them all the time. But what I had was Reynolds. Again, could you hold this for me? Reynolds Andean tweed, 40% acrylic, 35% wool, and 25% superfine alpaca. And I have like 10 of these, 10 skeins. They are 109 yards each, so I have plenty. I would have called this a DK, which is what the pattern's calling for. I do think I'm still going to keep going. I'm still going to keep going because actually with that pattern, if I have to cast on a sleeve, a short sleeve or something, I can do that. But it may be fine. I usually panic when I start a new project. I usually do panic. Oh no, I picked the wrong yarn, or oh no, that color's all wrong, or you know, it looks too small. And so right now, to me, this looks huge for me. It's not really going to be huge because the more I do, the more it's going to pull in. It is a 4x4 rib in this very neutral color with a little bit of dark brown speck tweedy in it. I thought if I like it, and I can wear it with everything, if I like it, then I'll use some of my different stuff. I hate to say better stuff because I like commercial yarn just as much as my stuff. It's just some things are softer than others. So I call it my good stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean it's my good stuff. But that's what I'm doing with that. Like I said, if I say it on the video, I have to finish it. So this is my little push to keep going. Not put it in a project bag and get back to it so I can cast something else on that I won't finish. So, oh, that looks kind of bubbly. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. I said it's not a huge project. If I only did one, I could finish this in a week. But, you know, like 1:15, it's the same. It's the same. So, there's that. And that pattern's by Cabin Fever, 4x4 rib. Okay. Some other things I have to finish up. I have to. Like I said, I started out. I burned my coffee. Yeah, chilly day, so nice cup of coffee. That's what I'm drinking. Excuse me. Yum. And that's what Mom primarily does. Mom also cross stitch. She does cross stitch. She did painting, sewing. Never quite got into the knitting though. I think the last person that knit in our family was my great grandmother. but I did. I got into it. And once you kind of get into it, it's the same thing as crocheting with different terms. Okay, so practice makes perfect. Just keep going. But I did start out crocheting. Now this is, I don't have a pattern. I went on Pinterest. I seen a picture of a coat and go, ooh, I like it. And so, you know, you blow up the picture, you zoom in, and you're counting the stitches, and because buying a pattern would be too easy. It is I would call it an octagon granny square cardigan. I don't know the real name. And I have tons of little balls. Let me see if I can't back up for you. I have tons. So this is one side that you fold in half. Now the neckline will be slightly ribbed and raised, so you will see it. And I have to go around the edge here a couple more rows. I'm short, so I don't have a whole lot of length to add to much things. Plus I wanted this to go over winter attire, so I made a little bit bigger. But there's that. And I'm not even sure I'm going to make it fasten. I'm probably just going to go around and give it a nice edge. Call it a cardigan. I don't even know. It's not, I have so much to do to this yet. See how the neckline's way too big? Way too big. Okay, so I connected where it said, but like I said, I'm short. So I'm probably going to connect it even more. And then it still needs like an inch on either side. This flops. May not flop so much. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be done next podcast. And a very interesting way to use up those odd little balls that you have left over. I mean, how many scrappy cardigans, good Lord. How many scrappy socks and afghans could you have? Now, I did finish. This is done. All done. I fold the sleeves up. Like I said, I'm short, so that's fine. This was an old quilt that I had. I turned it into a quilted coat. I did sew the bind. I finished the binding. I did not add the pocket. And yes, I tried to put something in my pocket like 6 or 7 times. So on the other ones I may, but I want to hurry up and get this one done. Because, okay, I wanted to show this baby off when I went on vacation. And we went by the ocean. So at night, it's a little breezy, a little windy. And so I was actually able to use it when we went out to dinner. Now I did put snaps on it. Right there. And to hide the ugly stitching, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying not to get in my coffee. If I could just move the coffee, that'd be easier. But no, there you go. See, I just sewed little flowers over the snap stitching, and there's 4 of them. But so nice. And it's like a quilt, so you really can just put it in your washer and your dryer, and you can do that. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm still trying to figure out the perfect setup on everything to do. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up here. I did make one more acquisition. I purchased some, if I can't get a piece of this. Ooh. Some gray, they called it charcoal Romney. I did. I'll be, sheepy. I'll be washing that up today. It can sit in the rain, that's fine. It won't hurt it. But I am running short on time already. So, there's that. I am back from vacation. I'm getting back into the swing of things. And hopefully it won't be 3 weeks to my next video. I really love talking to everybody. And thanks for the push, to keep producing things. Thumbs up if you like. If you have a suggestion or a question, just comment. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you again soon. All right, bye.